look at building livelihoods, greening the planet, empowering women and youth, and to create situations where social cohesion prevails. It's not. So it's UNDP feels strongly about Ghana. We've been here since independence, and we feel we want to back Ghana to the best that we can. We are not a funding agency. We're not really people who bring funds, but what we do bring is technical capacity. And number two, we bring good ideas from all around the world, because UNDP exists in about 170 countries, and we know what works, what doesn't in many settings. So we are here as to serve Ghana. We are here to stand behind the government of Ghana, I insist on that. Not take any leadership, but support the government of Ghana to do the best that it can. And in this region, we think the idea of women and youth being in productive livelihoods, being in a system, an ecosystem that supports them in different ways, is really, really important. So that's why we are in Ghana, that's why we are in this region. Sets up the ecosystem where if I want to come in as a foreign investor, not even a Ghanaian investor, but even Ghanaian investor, that my investment is protected, that there is a rule of law that protects my investment, and that I can be facilitated for setting up. If I want to set up a factory here, for example, I don't want to have 45 different permits that I have to get from different departments, agencies, ministries. So ease of doing business should be easy. And if the business doesn't work, there has to be a system of checks and balances where investments are protected. One of the challenges we are facing in Africa is investors charge very high rates of interest, for lending in Africa. This is not relevant to this forum, but I can tell you that when Ghana borrows in the capital market, when Africa borrows in the capital market, the rate of interest is 13%. When Germany or Switzerland borrows in the capital market, the rate of interest is 3%. So you can see, it's a question of economic governance, what my colleague Edward calls, you have to have that ecosystem where investors who bring in capital and want to start businesses here and want to help grow the local economy, they feel that the investment is protected in some way. And therefore, it's justiciable. They don't have to get 45 sets of permits to set up if I want to set up a bakery, I don't want to have 45 sets of permits to get from the oil, the electricity, the water, the commodities. I just want it to be fairly easy and straightforward. That's what I mean by economic governance. We really need, and no corruption. No corruption. Edward won't let me get away without having that word in. There has to be absolutely zero corruption, because no investor will come in with every time you get something done, you have to pay a big fee. My biggest plea is make the ease of doing business easy. Even if most investments are locally governed, it doesn't go to the federal level. If ease of doing business is easy, investors will come. And Ghana is on a real high. It's considered the go-to place in West Africa. So we have really good reputation, we have good market credibility. We just need to make sure that the ease of doing business is easy. that an investor coming in, whether from Accra or from London, can set up a business very easily and have clear access to the market here, clear access to the local government here. So my plea is that the local government makes it as easy as possible for investors who are willing. Remember, investment is not just financial, it's also emotional. People invest emotionally. So,
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you.